Hey everybody, welcome back to another round of Civilization. I'm Kadono, and we are Carthage. And alright, so we've already got stuff going on. Last time I asked if we should build a settler, and it seems like we probably should. I also asked you guys what you thought about, what we should be doing. And let's see. So, this guy was exploring, I'm assuming. Can't go any further that way. Okay, we don't have any sound. That's not right. Strange. Okay. No, whatever. We'll just deal with it. There we go. A little bit of noise. Okay. So, we're going to build a settler. That is what we're going to do. And we're going to send our settler over here. After the settler, it was recommended we build a scout. That sounds like a good idea. We do have optics already, so we can start sending our scout over water and pick up at least these nearby ruins. I'm thinking we start here and go counterclockwise. Actually, that's regular clockwise. And then get our scout over here, try to explore. Because there are ruins here, but also see what's going on. Because this landmass could be bigger. I'm not sure. What is our worker doing now? The food is our main focus. I don't know what we can have him do at the moment. So I'm just going to put him to sleep. Like, we could remove the forest. That seems like a bad idea. But I'd rather have a lumber mill. And we don't have construction yet. So, we'll just put him to sleep for now, and continue on. Alright. North or south? I'm thinking north. Kind of get a, we've met one of our neighbors here, so it's the, the Huns. So we'll, get an idea of where they are. So they got a nice big small island. Although the second city here has limited resources available. But still, AI man. Alright. Where should we head? After food, I usually like to focus on currency, but if we're going to go after marble, we should probably do masonry, huh? Oh, hey. Battering rams. Who are they sieging? We've got to be close. Sure. We're not quite in first. It's the joy of playing on Prince is that you get in first pretty early on. Oh, he has another city over here. Man, spreading out. That city, although crab is nice, that city seems like a bad idea. Oh, got some barbarians to deal with. Well, that city might be a bad idea, but it does stop me. And that's annoying. There's a city-state I could meet right there. I suppose we'll keep going north. We're gonna run into the pole soon enough. Alright, here's our settler. Now, I don't want to just send the settler off on his own. I don't trust... move the worker here. I don't trust the If we do that, the settler will definitely die. Like, that's just my luck. Alright, we got another policy. Alright, so we're gonna continue. +1 gold, -1 unhappiness. See, the advantage here is if we get all of them, then we get plus 15% growth and free aqueduct. And that might be worth it. This one's not really super useful, at least right now. Every 2 citizens in the capital. Well, alright. Get back to sleep. Alright, I should get another workboat built to get these pearls. You stay away. Okay. That sound effect. As you can probably guess, I usually don't play with the sound on at all, so I'm thinking the city should go right here. Right? Because then right away, we have access to both the marble and the clams, or the pearls. And let's send our scout up this way and get a workboat going. Although another one of these might be a good idea. Or a library. Workboat. We have a very sad military compared to the rest of the world. However,
how happy are
if we're careful with our gold, we can remain relatively small military and then build one up at the last second if we need one. Oh, yeah. Alright. Okay, no problem at all. So we'll send the scout up this way. And we'll put our guy here. I'm gonna leave him. I know it's being paranoid. I could send him south, but I'm being paranoid. Alright. I'm thinking I want to get up to currency. Like, I love being able to build up a fair amount of money early on. Because money is useful. The wheel is not so terribly useful this time. Or the watermill, because there are no rivers around. So that's why I haven't been doing the wheel yet, but I'm thinking it's time. So maybe we do construction, since, well, we don't, that's engineering. Yeah, let's just click on currency and get there when we get there. Someone's found it at Pantheon. Alright. Here's our next city. Rename this place. We're gonna name it... Just name it after a commenter. Jesterville. There we go. Accept. So now we have Carthage and Jesterville. Alright. So, let's choose production here. I usually start with a worker, but I don't think that's going to be necessary this time. Harbor would be great if we had them, but we don't. Probably the granary, you know? That. Hopefully the place will build soon enough. Or grow. Sweet. Got ourselves a bunch of faith. Alright. Met Singapore. It's really hoping to circumnavigate, but that's as much luck as anything else early in the game because, you know, I got stopped by this guy, and you never know when that sort of thing's going to happen. Oh, I should have woken up this guy. Oops, sorry. Sorry about that. Wasted one turn with him. Let's wake him up, bring him over this way. And get our workboat heading the right way. This could end up where, you know, one of the ruins things you can find is a technology, and it's just a technology you don't know yet, and that always ends up in maps like this where some ruins can just sit there forever, with it being pretty hilarious. Hey, we met Persia. Alright, let's see how he's set up. He's got a little bit of GPT, 200 gold, 1 luxury resource. So we don't really want to trade with him, because he doesn't have enough gold. And we don't have extra resources. We will, though, once we get these pearls kind of going. Alright, our happiness is sort of okay. Gold per turn is not great, but not terrible. So I'm thinking the library. Just to get us a little bit more research. Alright, I'm just gonna garrison this guy here for now. And start hope that this guy doesn't get killed by some barbarians. Alright, we're gonna go straight to the marble. Get some happiness. More happiness, look at that. Finally getting some luxury resources. About time. So we can probably afford, happiness-wise, to build another city if we want to. So if we're going to build another city, where would we want to put it? I mean, we could try to spread out faster and farther. But I think that might be dangerous. You know, we could plop something over by one of these other civilizations. That runs the risk of them getting mad at us, though. But I also don't think that just sitting with 2 cities is going to help us much either. I suppose we could probably manage, but... You know, this one looks like there's more food around here. This island has more production. You know, we could turn this into a manufacturing kind of place. Or try to explore south, see what else is available. I definitely need to make some more exploration vehicles. We're gonna make a ship next. That seems like the thing to do. We don't know enough about our surroundings. Is this connected? It is. Nice. That was a little bit lucky. Alright. Again, our goal with this guy is still to circumnavigate. Also to, you know, open up as much of the fog of war as possible, but I don't like the way that the auto-explore works, because a lot of times it will get a little bit obsessive about clearing out as much fog of war as possible, even when it's not necessarily important. Yay, more happiness. We found Krakatoa. Free explosion. Alright, look how much gold we're making. Awesome. Alright, I think, yeah, everyone agrees it's time to build another ship. Well, almost everyone agrees. Finally stacking some gold. Probably figure out where those boats are coming in from and kill it. I know traveling on water is a little bit faster, but it's also significantly more dangerous. Sweet! We were the first people to meet Antwerp. So no one's been over here yet. Okay, you met Antwerp. You know about all those. Okay. Let's try not to park in their territory. They get mad at you if you just show up and then camp in their water. Alright. I want to send the scouts this way, so that's kind of the direction I'm thinking of heading. We might be able to circumnavigate. That'd be great. Alright. Up on these barbarians. Man, I've been seeing videos of After Earth, and oh my gosh, I want to play that so bad. It is interesting, though, seeing people who don't usually play 4X games covering it, though, because they tend to be confused by how different from Civ 5 it is, versus, like, people who played games like Alpha Centauri back in the day who are like, yes! They haven't made one of these games in forever! And yeah, it's more complicated, for sure. And that's gonna send some people away, and I think that's okay. Like, some games can be... Ooh, cargo ship. That seems like a good idea. Yes, more money. I don't know if we're close enough to anyone to actually trade, though. We might be. Might not know it yet. Well, if not, we can help our other cities grow. But, yeah, they're like, this is, you know, they took some of the things from Civ 5, but it seems so much different. It's like, well, of course it does. I might play some Alpha Centauri in the next month here before the game comes out to get myself used to it again. Might stream that. That would be fun to stream, I think. Just busting out an old-ass 4X game and playing it like that. Let's head over here. Okay, there isn't much land up here. Oh, we met Nebuchadnezzar. So I can probably trade with him, so it might be worth continuing this direction. I was looking for land, but it would be interesting to... Oh, that's a trade route? What? Okay. Just to see if he's close enough to trade with. Because that's a warrior, that's not even like a ship. And I made it so he couldn't move. Yeah, let's just get on land. It's the same distance either way. It's 2 turns. There we go. Yep, we found him. And besides, this ship's almost back. Hopefully. Maybe. This piece of land right here seems like something we gotta get on. Okay, silver, deer. I think this is where the next settler goes. If it's connected, if there is any connection from here to here that's like reasonable, it's either going to be through here or over the top. This is the landmass we need to get on. Like, look at that, just from the edges. That's where our next settler goes, I think. What do you guys think? Alright, let's say 2 more turns. Yeah, well...
Yeah.
So we haven't been doing much in the way of wonder building. It seems like a bad idea right now, just because of the limited resources. there's Babylon. Alright, so... Can't really do anything else here, because we're stuck. Which means we start heading back. That warrior is still hanging out there. Oh, come on, please be connected. Alright, we met another city-state, and we were the first people, so that's plus 15 gold, which is always nice. I don't risk, like, especially on this difficulty, I don't think there's any risk in just accepting the embassy from everybody. Because the odds of them getting a cultural victory are pretty slim. I've had that happen before. On the harder difficulties, I've lost to cultural victories before. Alright, so I'm betting if I head down this way, it'll be connected. Oh, if it's not connected right here, I'm gonna be so pissed. And then I think we build another settler and try to get them over here, or at least get the scout or somebody over here to see what's going on. Yeah. Well, this scout's heading this way. Okay, see, now I thought this landmass was bigger, and it's not. Which makes sense, because these are tiny islands. What the heck? Okay. We're gonna have our cargo ship. Please be connected. It's not connected! Of course it isn't. Might be connected down here, though. So if we did get our next guy over here, that's a long ways away. That's like 10 or 20 turns of moving across the water. Unless we get, what is it, astronomy? Yeah, if we get the compass, no, it's astronomy? Yeah, it's astronomy. So if we get to astronomy, which is a little bit away, then it's close, because it's just you go straight across the ocean, right? Just like, bloop, over here. But without astronomy, as far as I can tell, there might be a northern passage here, but can't count on that. You know, so there is a way there. So you guys let me know what you think. This island could be big. Well, where is it? This island, so we've got 2 things of silver. You know, if we put our city, like, right here, assuming there's land right here, we'd have access to the deer and 2 silver. And maybe space for 2 cities? Because there's sheep over here. This might also be 2 islands. Like, this, you could have water in between here. It's so hard to tell. But now that we found the connection, I think we send this guy back up to explore a little bit better. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm going to send that guy back so we can have a more informed decision. And you guys tell me, do we build another settler and head that way? Or... Does this have... Yeah, let's build another boat. Or do we build a settler? Because I think we need to build another settler at this point, right? So we could either go for, let's say... hard to decide. All right, so we'll call this one wheat. This is if we want to go here. We're going for the wheat. It's close. It's nearby, which has its advantages and disadvantages. This one will be cows. This island or production, whichever one you want to call it. And this one over here will be silver, right? So that's what we're going to call the 3 different land masses. And if you have an opinion, let me know. I'm going to try to send scouts. Whoa. See, there are occasional sound effects here that I don't know what they mean. Alright, so we can trade. So far we don't have religions to consider. At this point I'm thinking just the most resources we can get is best, right? So let's just send these guys off to Babylon. And now we're at 20 gold per turn. See? Yeah. Might be worth building another cargo ship. Stonehenge? we're at 600 BC and it's only Stonehenge. That's what I mean. I think building wonders at this point in the game is sort of a waste because it uses up all of your production in one city on something relatively unimportant. I mean, wonders make a big difference, but man, when you're this limited... Yeah, I sort of knew that was going to do that, but, well. Ormus. Oh, they have barbarians nearby. Oh boy. Well, that scout might be dead. Okay, so there is not a northern connection, which is what I was checking. So we know that now. The only way to get over there is via this route, right? Which you'd probably want a ship escort. We could move, what, two spaces per? Is that about right? 2 or 3? So, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're talking about 9 or 10 turns, depending on how my counting was. I was going to head this way to see if there was a southern way over there, but it looks like there isn't, so... That is kind of a long ways, but it's also not so bad. If we're plopping right down next to somebody else, they're going to be pissed off, but otherwise, it might not be a bad idea to spread out a bit. We're going to explore one more turn, since I'm close enough to tell you for sure. And then... Man. Alright. We can change this production if you guys think this is a bad idea, but I'm thinking another... Well, we might want to do a settler again. Yeah, so I'm going to build another ship just for exploring purposes. Yeah. Circus would be nice. Get some more happiness. Because we're going to lose a bunch of happiness when we build another city. Build another scout. Yep. We build another scout. We can delete him if he's a problem. But just to give us our one turn. Let's go up here. See if we can trade away those pearls. Get him on land. Keep him from dying. Alright, so we have well, we haven't... I don't know if it popped up the thing saying, so-and-so has proved the world is round. Because we haven't connected... Oh, no, we did. We should have proved it. Well, anyways. Where's my boat? Where's my boat? Alright. So, I'm not interested in strategic resources. Usually, in these trades, I usually want gold. Might try trading. Iron would be nice, but let's see if we can just get all of this gold per turn. I bet he'll take it. Yeah, he will. We might have been able to get 7 or 8 out of one of these guys, but maybe next time.
Matter is bread.
You know, at the beginning of this session, we were at +4 gold per turn, and now we're at +27. So I'm not complaining too much. Ooh. Should I explore the sea with a land scout? That seems like a bad idea. Okay. See, that was what I was saying. So, now we have a better idea of what this land is worth. So there are 2 islands here. The sheep are on a separate island. But we still have 2 silver, a deer, and, you know, not the worst conditions. Nothing really in the water. There's some fish over there that would be out of reach from... Because we're not going to build a city here, right? Or here. So the fish are not really worth talking about. So really, the only resources we have are these 3. And then, you know, just kind of the ground. I suppose if we put a city right here... Alright, let's flip to this view. If we put a city right here, we would have access to the silver. And we'd have access to these deer. So that might be a good spot to put the city, right on this hex. Also, tell me, should we build a settler next? If we do, which I think maybe we should. Sorry that I keep ending these on settlers, but we're early in the game, so it's gonna happen. Also, you know, wonders like the Hanging Gardens, that might be worth it because that gives us +6 food. So maybe we go all the way in on the Hanging Gardens, right? Should we do that, or should we do a settler? If we do a settler, should we go to wheat, cows, or where is it? Silver. This is distant silver. But silver could give us more, you know, gold per turn because we could trade it, and more happiness, and those are both good things. We have enough gold for like 2 units in case we get attacked. That's not great, but it's not awful. We have decent gold per turn. We need 1 more cargo ship eventually. So yeah, let me know what you guys think we should do. Give me some advice on our next steps, and I'll see you guys next time.